What you're about to see is the footage recovered from the abandoned equipment of paranormal researcher Dr. Alistair Vance. He's been missing since October 5th, 2024. Its contents have not been altered. For over 50 years, the most dangerous supernatural artifacts collected by the famous demonologists Ed and Lorraine Warren were kept under lock and key. Their occult museum in Monroe, Connecticut, wasn't just a collection of oddities. It was a fortress, built to contain objects soaked in a darkness most of us can't even imagine. The centerpiece, of course, was the Annabelle doll, an object so malevolent it had to be kept in a specially built glass case, blessed every single week by a priest. The Warrens' most urgent warning was simple: some things are not meant to be disturbed. After the museum closed down for good in 2019 because of zoning violations, the fate of these items became a hot topic of debate and, frankly, fear. That fear seemed completely justified when the New England Society for Psychic Research, the people who inherited the Warrens' legacy, announced a controversial national tour for the Annabelle doll in early 2025. They called it the Devils on the Run Tour. The organizers said it was to educate the public and raise money, but a lot of people in the paranormal community saw it for what it was: a reckless, dangerous idea. The tour was immediately hit with unsettling events. In May 2025, during a stop in New Orleans, a freak fire tore through the historic Nottoway plantation right after an exhibit featuring the doll. Social media blew up, with everyone connecting the fire to the doll's presence. Just weeks later, tragedy struck. On July 13, 2025, the doll's longtime handler, a man named Dan Rivera, was found dead in his Gettysburg hotel room. While the authorities said nothing suspicious was found at the scene, his sudden death sent a shockwave through the paranormal world. And amid all this chaos, another artifact, one that was reportedly right next to the Annabelle doll during that New Orleans incident, quietly surfaced. A small, unassuming music box. This is where our story begins. In the fall of 2024, Dr. Alistair Vance, a parapsychologist known for trying to apply strict scientific methods to supernatural events, got his hands on this music box for an independent study he called Project Solstice. He believed that if paranormal energy was real, it could be measured, quantified, and maybe even understood. He hired a young videographer, Alex Thorne, to document every single moment of his investigation. In early October, they set up a mobile research outpost on a remote, isolated property in rural Virginia. On October 5th, emergency services got a distress call from that location. They found the outpost in total disarray. All the recording equipment was still running, but the music box and Alex Thorne were gone. Dr. Alistair Vance was found in a state of almost complete catatonia. He hasn't spoken a single word since. What you're about to see is the raw, unedited footage from Alex Thorne's cameras. It's a document of their final days, and it serves as a stark reminder of the Warrens' warning. Some doors, once you open them, can never be closed again. Section 1. The Arrival and Initial Examination. Alex: all right, we are live. Day 1 of Project Solstice. So, Dr. Vance, for the record, what exactly are we looking at here? Vance: this is item designation 734, the artifact at the center of this study. It's a music box, supposedly from 19th century Europe, though we don't know its exact origin. It was acquired from a private collector in New Orleans who swore he was at the Annabelle exhibit event. He reported, let's call them anomalous occurrences in his home after bringing it back. He was, to put it mildly, very eager to get rid of it. Vance: a colorful, if unscientific analogy. Alex: The hypothesis is that objects with a history of profound human emotional attachment, especially negative emotions, can potentially hold on to a form of psychic or energetic imprint. If the stories surrounding the Annabelle doll are to be believed, and that is a very big if, it is a nexus of that kind of energy. Proximity could, in theory, cause a sympathetic resonance in other susceptible objects. Our goal is to figure out if that resonance is something we can actually measure, or if it's just psychological, a product of suggestion and fear. Alex. Whoa. Okay, that is creepy. The ballerina's face, her eyes are just black dots. No pupils, no color, just blank. Vance, it's hand-painted. The porcelain work is crude, not what you'd see from high-end European makers of the time. The wood we had a small sample carbon dated. The results were inconclusive. The lab couldn't even identify the species. They just noted its cellular structure was abnormally dense. The metal alloy of the comb and cylinder is also unknown. Not a terrestrial alloy we have on record anyway. Alex, not terrestrial? You have to be kidding me. So, what, this thing is alien? Vance. I'm not saying it's alien, Alex. I'm stating that its material composition is anomalous. It could be a rare alloy that has fallen out of use, or a custom creation. We deal in facts, in what we can prove. And the fact is, we don't know what this is made of. That by itself is fascinating. Alex, are you going to play it? Vance, not yet. First, we establish a baseline. We need to know the normal state of this environment. Temperature, electromagnetic field readings, ambient sound levels. For the next 24 hours, we don't touch it. We just observe. We let the equipment do its job. We are here to document, not to provoke. Alex, got it. Baseline it is. Station 1, 2, and 3 are active. EMF meters are online. Thermal is running. We're officially in business. Project Solstice is a go. Section 2, the first night, subtle phenomena. Alex, whispering. Okay, so that was weird. The proximity alarm on EMF meter 2 just went off. You can see the spike on the laptop, right next to the box. Vance, a spike to 5.8 milligauss, then right back to the baseline of 0.2. Alex, what could cause that? A power surge or something? Vance, unlikely. All our gear is running on isolated, shielded power banks. Nothing else in the room registered a thing. And look at this. Watch the area directly around the box. Alex, whoa, what was that? A 10-degree drop at least. It's like someone just put a block of ice on the table. Vance. A localized cold spot. It's one of the most commonly reported phenomena in paranormal claims. People usually dismiss them as drafts or environmental quirks, but our environmental controls are stable. There are no drafts, no open windows. The temperature in the rest of the room didn't change at all. Alex, so we have our first official thing, our first piece of weirdness. Vance, we have our first piece of anomalous data. Let's not jump to conclusions. It could be an equipment malfunction, though the chances of two separate, independent systems registering a simultaneous localized anomaly are pretty low. We continue to observe. Alex, anything on the audio? Vance, listen to this. From audio recorder 3, the one closest to the box, I've isolated and amplified it. Alex, whispering, is that humming? Vance, it registered on the parabolic microphone less than a minute ago. It's an EVP, electronic voice phenomenon, a sound on a recording that wasn't audible to human ears at the time. Alex, it sounds like a little kid. Vance. According to the lore of Annabelle, the entity first presented itself as the spirit of a young girl. A non-threatening presence, to gain the occupant's trust and permission to stay. This is what demonologists call the first stage, infestation. Subtle events designed to spark curiosity and wear down your psychological resistance. Alex: well, my psychological resistance is officially taking a hit. This is getting real, isn't it? Vance: let's check the other recorders. Section 3, escalation, the music begins. Alex: so, more EVPs overnight. Same humming, but on 2 other recorders now. And another cold spot, this time on the wall behind the table. It was 15 degrees colder than the rest of the room for almost a whole minute. Vance: the frequency is increasing, the intensity is increasing. It's following a classic pattern of escalation. Suggestion, a whisper, then what? A shout, a physical action? Ed Warren wrote a lot about this. The entity tests its boundaries, pushing to see how much influence it can have on the physical world. Alex: so what's our move? Do we do something? Try to talk to it? Vance: no, absolutely not. That would be like giving it permission. The moment we engage, we validate its presence. We open a door, and according to everything ever written on the subject, that is a door you can't easily close. We remain observers. Alex: it just looks like a box, an old creepy box. It's hard to believe all of this energy is coming from it. It feels like the whole room is just waiting. Alex, breathing heavily. It's playing by itself. Vance: the winding key, it hasn't been touched. The spring mechanism is fully decompressed. It shouldn't be possible. There's no power source. Alex: oh my God, it's looking at us. Alistair, it's looking right at us. Vance: infestation is over. This is the second stage. Oppression. The entity is now confident enough to directly manifest. It's showing off its power. It's trying to make us afraid. Alex: well, it's working. What the hell do we do? Vance: we need to reconsider our position as passive observers. The entity has made direct contact. The investigation is no longer passive. What would you do in this situation? Run or stay and fight? Let us know in the comments below. Section 4, the climax, direct contact and attack. Alex: so, what's the new plan? Because observe and record feels like a really bad idea right now. Vance: the Warrens dealt with this by using religious artifacts, consecrated objects, holy water, crucifixes. They believed these items act as aversive stimuli to negative entities because they are symbols of a higher, divine power. A psycho-spiritual counteragent. Alex: you're a man of science, Alistair. You don't actually believe that stuff works, do you? Vance: I believe in the data, Alex. And right now, the data is showing me something that defies every known law of physics. The established rules are out the window. I am no longer a scientist in a lab. I am a man in a room with something that is actively hostile and demonstrably real. I'll take any advantage I can get. Alex, whispering: did you hear that? Vance: it's reacting to the cross. It's a physical manifestation. Alex: it's everywhere now. The cold spot isn't localized anymore. Vance: don't let it corner you. Stay in the light. Alex: Alistair, it's not working. I think you're just making it angrier. Alex: audio only. Ah, something scratched me on my back. It feels like it's burning. Vance: audio only from a distance. Alex: stay with me. Alex: audio only. Terrified. It's in the room with us. I can't see it, but it's here. It's cold. It's so cold. Alex: get away from him. Vance. A choked, gurgling sound is heard. Alex, Alistair! We are left with a chilling legacy. A story built not on superstition, but on recorded data, escalating phenomena, and the terrifying final moments of two men who dared to stare into the abyss. The footage you have just seen serves as a stark testament to the reality that some forces in this world lie beyond our comprehension and, more importantly, beyond our control. It validates the warnings of Ed and Lorraine Warren, who understood that true evil is not a myth. It is patient, it is intelligent, and sometimes it comes in a box. Don't go looking for it, because it is most certainly looking for you.
For more paranormal investigations, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.